Good morning, everyone on this webinar. Welcome to the Scribe for PBX and PBXact webinar. Just a little bit of housekeeping. Everyone is on mute. If you have any questions, please put them into the questions box. There is a tiny little screen with a question mark in it, so please put them in there. We will try to answer those questions at the end of the session, and if not, we will get your account manager will get to you individually. I am, of course, not alone. I have brought with me my esteemed colleague, Paul Pereira, who's our Cloud Services Manager and Solutions Engineer.
Hey, Justin.
Say hi, Paul. Hiya, Paul. And of course, the lady on the buttons, the moderator of this webinar, our esteemed colleague, Sean Sood, who is the Marketing Director for Whole of International. Hello, Sean.
Hey, everyone.
Well, everyone to get going. I've seen the attendee list that came in of people that subscribed to this webinar, and I must say I was pleasantly surprised to see people literally from all over the world, as far away as Japan, South Korea. Welcome you all. Latin America, of course, Europe, the Middle East. Brilliant to see such a varied group of attendees. But let's start it. What are we talking here about? We're talking about transcription services for FreePBX and PBXact. What are we going to show you? We are. This is the agenda. The welcome. Well, we've done that. Then we start with an overview. So I'll show you and explain to you a couple of screens, what it looks like, how it can be used, all kinds of features and benefits that it has. And then Paul and I are going to do a demonstration. We're going to do a twofold demonstration of the service, which is a call recording and a voicemail, and then have that transcribed while we're on the webinar. Talk a little bit about the roadmap. We have a brief summary, and of course the questions when they are coming in. As I mentioned before, use the webinar toolbar to submit any questions. We will send you a copy or a link to the recording after this webinar. Okay, let's start. The overview. Scribe for FreePBX and PBXact. It's an AI tool that is used to generate a summary of transcription of voicemails and call recordings. Which is great, so you don't have to listen to a call recording or a voicemail, but you can actually read it. As you will see later on this webinar, it seamlessly integrates with your beloved FreePBX and PBXact. So it looks like any other commercial module that you might utilize within the system, within the platform, and everything can be done, can be accessed through the admin portal or user interface, and you will see that later. As mentioned, it provides transcriptions for calls. They are visible in the user control panel or the graphic user interface under CDR and in voicemail. And for the admin, there is a specific Scribe tab that they can utilize. It can also send you an email of the transcription of the voicemails, providing a full transcription. You will see that later on. We have that set up. It also, if there is a very long voicemail, it will also show you a detailed summary of the message. So a quick headline, so you don't have to read the whole voicemail or a call recording a transcription, but it gives you a summary. Finally, it gives a sentiment analysis in three stages: positive, neutral, and negative. There is an asterisk, pardon the pun, at this. This only at this moment works for English language. So what are the key features? Of course, it improves all the accessibility of the information in calls or voicemails. So the content is available nearly instantly. So allowing the users to read, but also to share that information, for instance, with a manager or with colleagues. It comes to you in it can be in downloadable records. So there's an option to export, for instance, a call recording with the transcription. I will try and show to you that later on today in the demo. It has a user-friendly interface, so all the familiar interfaces that you know of FreePBX and PBXact, it's all the same in the Scribe module. Then it gives data-driven insights. So AI is being used to do a sentiment analysis. So based on the intonation or certain phrases or keywords, it grades that part of the conversation as with a sentiment analysis. And then it also gives, in the end, a summary of what was the general feeling, sentiment of this conversation. So there can be very joyful parts, there can be very neutral parts, very negative parts. But then in the end, where did it actually end up? And my apologies if you hear a beeping. We have the 10 o'clock fire alarm test in the building. It is cost efficient because if you had to do this manually, it would take a lot of time and effort, and the people that are doing it, they need to be paid. Or if you do it yourself, for instance, transcribe your voicemail, it will take you time and keeps you away from your day job. As mentioned, it does have multilingual support. So I will show you this tab later on, but it subscribes in multiple languages. As you potentially can hear in my accent, I'm Dutch. We've tested it, set it to Dutch language, and I used a very not normal sentence to have translated, and it picked it up perfectly. So as you can see in the screen already, you have these languages as possibility, and there's more coming. So this is a constant development of the products. We've had this now for, I think, 3/4 of a year in FreePBX and PBXact, and we're still adding on more features and functionalities to this module. You can enable or disable voicemail to email, or this is also an interesting one, the stereo call recording. This enables the Scribe module to better identify which speaker is speaking, so it actually can transcribe a call recording into 2 separate channels. That is specifically handy if you have 2 people on the phone that have quite similar intonation of voice, so similar depth of voice, sound of voice. And if you do it in stereo, then one channel is person 1, the other channel is person 2. So it's a very easy feature and brilliant feature in the Scribe module. What does it also have? What does Scribe come with? Let me tell you that first, and we'll talk about pricing later on. Scribe is a module that is added to a system. It's not on a per user basis, as you normally know about some of our add-on modules, our commercial modules, like for instance the soft phones for FreePBX. That is a per user add-on. With this is an add-on for the system. And no matter how many users are being enabled to use Scribe, so have their calls and voicemails transcribed, that doesn't make a difference. We are looking, Scribe is using, you pay per the amount of minutes that you have. So the standard, the base Scribe transcription comes with 1,000 minutes of transcription included, and that can be for only one person, that can be for 10 people, that can be for the whole organization, but of course the more people are using it, the more minutes you would likely need. So in the Scribe tab in FreePBX and PBXact, we have a usage and cost predictor. So what does it do? It looks like the usage of the transcription minutes over the last 3 months, and then gives you a prediction of what you potentially could best use. So purchase from Sangoma to add on to your PBX. So in this example, you see, for instance, in September, There were 10 voicemail minutes transcribed, but 3,106 minutes of call recordings were described. October, 3,465 plus 25. November, a lot less call recording. So based on this, in 3 months' time, they've used over 7,000 minutes. As I mentioned, every module comes with 1,000 minutes. So based on this pattern, the cost predictor advises for monthly Scribe subscriptions. So you have 4,000 minutes. If that would not be enough, there's always an option to add on an extra 1,000 minutes. Normally, the minutes are valid for 1 month, but the top up is valid for 3 months. So you can utilize any minutes that go over the minutes that you purchase. If you have any detailed question about this, please contact your account manager. We'll be happy to explain in very detailed information. The dashboard. So this gives you a licensing overview. So this is basically, if you go to modules, you go to search for Scribe, then this is the first screen that pops up, and you have an instant visibility of what has been going on, what has been utilized within Scribe. So as you can see, there's still 42.9% of Scribe usage remaining. So we've used 55.2%, and that is for call recordings. That was. And then there is only a small part that was utilized for the voicemail. It also shows you, this is, so here the main setting, as I mentioned, enable or disable stereo call recording. Here you can also see the amount of users that have been enabled for Scribe. So for voicemail, for call recording, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that every single user has both. You can say that, for instance, for certain people, they only need to have the voicemail transcribed. But for instance, for the customer service team, if you have a couple of people in there, that they definitely and specifically want the call recordings to be transcribed. So it's not set in stone. If you enable a user for Scribe usage, that they then have to have both. That's also so you can manage the license minutes also better. If you know that call recordings for a certain group of people in your organization is not needed, but they do have voicemail. Voicemails are normally way shorter than call recordings, so you'll save a lot of minutes there. But yeah, specifically for potentially for the finance team or for the customer services team or the sales team, of course, it can be very handy to have the call recordings transcribed with also the sentiment analysis, and that's also good for training and quality purposes. If we go to the next page, we see here the users. So this is a setup for instance, the voicemail in Scribe. So you can set up a specific email template. This is the standard template, but you can change a lot of things what you want in here with added text. Of course, the address, so the URL for the PBX itself, you can change in here. This will then be sent to the user that has his voicemail transcribed, and I will show that to you later. You will see then a transcription of the voicemail into the body of the email. So, of course, voicemail to email needs to be enabled for a user, but as soon as that's enabled, then we can send the transcription for yourself to read, but it's also for archiving and filing purposes. If you want to have an archive of your voicemails, there's certain information in there that you potentially would need at a later date. You don't have to listen to the voicemail again. You can basically search on it in your email box. How to view transcriptions, and that's weird because we're talking about conversations, but or recordings and voicemail, which is voice, but we're going to view them because now we have them transcribed, so it's in written form. There's multiple ways to view it. you can view it through, or the admin can view it through the Scribe report. I will show you that dashboard later on in the live demo. It can be used or viewed into the CDR Pro report. It can be viewed into the voicemail report on the UCP. And voicemail transcriptions, I will show that to you also, can be viewed in the desktop and the mobile app. Unfortunately, mobile app I can't show because I can't screen share on my mobile, but we will show you the transcription of a voicemail directly embedded into the desktop app. So hopefully you'll be impressed and surprised by how good that looks and feels. So this same view, what you see here, can also be seen as a table. So here you have more visibility. It's nicely segregated all the calls, so you can see here the different types of calls. So we have a voicemail, we have a call recording, and then at the audio transcription part, you can see here some tabs which states that there's a transcription available. There's of course a download option for the transcription and the call recording. So you can see here the completed, if there's any pending transcription still going on, because especially the longer the conversation is with a call recording, it will take a little bit of time for it to be transcribed and added to this report. So what do we have? This is, for instance, a Scribe playback transcription, and this can be for a voicemail, or can be for a call recording. So here you can actually see on top of the screen for the whole conversation the sentiment analysis. So you can actually click on the parts, and then it will go automatically there in that conversation. So it also lights up what kind of sentiment it is. As you can see on in this text bar over here, it looks like a chat conversation. So it will fill up from the bottom. So it starts at the conversation at the top, and then the next line that is mentioned during the call will be added underneath it. So it's a nice flow, like it is a text or a WhatsApp message. As I mentioned already, it's easy to navigate to any part of the conversation. The text bubbles, as mentioned, like a chat conversation, and the callers are split to either left or right side. Of course, when it's a voicemail transcription, there will only be one side, because voicemails are normally done by one person. The four arrows, you can the part over there, you can expand or shrink the window. You can also, if you don't want to listen to the call and with the transcription underneath it, you can just simply read the transcription. So again, there is an overall sentiment which is positive. Then there is a summary of the conversation, and then you can see split into two different individuals, people who said what. So we start out with hello, how can I help you? Okay, now that's a positive, and for every sentence or for every part of the conversation, it gives you a sentiment analysis if the language is in English. So these are some of the Scribe icons that you will get used to if you have the module enabled to your PBX. So there is a listen, there's a playback the audio, but also that then comes with the transcription there. There's a read only, so if you only want to read the conversation, then that's what the icon looks like. And there's a constellation, and that constellation is visible in non-Scribe modules like CDR Pro, the voicemail, and the user control panel. We'll show that briefly to you also. As mentioned, this is, for instance, an example of the CDR Pro report. So here you can see all the calls. You can see then at the end in the green box, there's the constellation, which means that there is a transcription available for this call. So there's of course also a call recording, so you can play that. There's a download button, so you can download the call recording. But yeah, the constellation stars means that there is also a readable transcription for this call. Same as with the voicemail widget in the user control panel. Again, there's the call, there's the option to listen to the call, but then under the controls, you have the option, of course, to forward a voicemail, to download it, to delete it, but there's the constellation again. So if you click on that, you see something like this. So basically the same as what you've seen in the Scribe, but now from another module within the system, which is absolutely perfect because most of the people that use the user control panel have that in those widgets already in their user control panel. As I mentioned, I unfortunately am not able to show you what it looks like in the mobile app, but here's a screenshot of it. So there is a voicemail, and if you click on it on the Show More, it will show you a transcription. So the summary, it's all the same, the summary, and then the full transcription of the model of the voicemail. This does not work for call recordings, but voicemails are visible in your on your mobile app. As I mentioned, and I will show this to you, it's also for the desktop soft phone integration. So you need to have a certain version, and that was released in early May or March. So you need to have version 4.0.5 of your desktop soft phone. But if you are on that version or higher or newer, as I may say, then the voicemail transcription comes directly under the voicemail tab in your desktop phone. We will show that to you later on. Okay, pricing. I tipped on it already a little bit. So this is the pricing. It is available now. So you can order it and you can utilize it immediately. This is how we show it at the Sangoma portal that everyone knows. So $25 per month for 1,000 minutes per month. Automatic renewal until you cancel the subscription. Every month, the minutes will be reset to another 1,000. There is no, you can't take any leftover minutes to the next month. Then if 1,000 is not enough, but you don't utilize it enough to add for a second Scribe base subscription, then you can add for $40 a month for 3 months at 1,000 extra top-up minutes. So those top-up minutes don't disappear after a month. They are valid for 3 months. So if you utilize 100 in the first month, 500 in the second month, and 400 in the third month, it's all within that top-up SKU. There's partner pricing available. Please contact your account manager. But also, we have multiple payment methods available all over the world and all over Europe. So we can do credit card, of course. We can do direct debit, bank transfer, PayPal. The currency supported, well, it's too many to mention, but I think we can cover the whole world with local currency. Please contact your account manager if you would like to have the subscription, but pay in local currency with a direct debit, for instance, or SEPA, or a bank transfer, and not use the portal credit card method only. Please get in touch with your local account manager or distributor, and they will pass it on and communicate with us. But yeah, I want to try it first. Is that possible? Of course, that's possible. Try before you buy. So we can give you a free module for 10 minutes transcription. This will be advertised in the pop-ups on the FreePBX and PBXact GUI. So you can click on it and it will take you then to portal, and you can have a 10-minute Scribe trial for free. So you will see and find out the power of this brilliant module. So what we also will do is we'll include links to Scribe in the voicemail to email messages. So for deployments that don't have Scribe yet, so the people that get voicemail to email can read more and learn more about what Scribe is, and then ask their system administrators to purchase a transcription subscription, or be enabled for the Scribe if the company or the deployment already has the Scribe module on it. Okay. The portal, everyone knows. FreePBX users, PBXact users, resellers, everyone knows the portal. Portal.sangoma.com/store. The QR code is there. So there, for FreePBX, you will find the Scribe module in the dollar price of $24.99 under the tab Artificial Intelligence. So the FreePBX trial Scribe is there, so you can check out on Portal and have it immediately on your deployment. Make sure that you have your deployment ID ready. Then the required module is the 1,000 minutes per month, and you can have multiple of those if you suspect or need more minutes to be transcribed every single month. And then you have the top-up module, so that's 1,000 minutes extra time for the next 3 months. For PBXact, it's under PBXact add-ons. Special note to our esteemed resellers: when you have a customer that is interested and wants to learn more and wants to purchase it through you, please contact your account manager or your distributor, and we will manage it through that. Please have a conversation with us. This leaves the presentation there. So now I will ask my friendly colleague Paul to at least be available and ready, and I will let you know. So I'm going to minimize this screen, and I'm going to open up PBXact. So as you know, PBXact, we all know it. This is the user interface of PBXact and FreePBX. Let me go here. If I go to, for instance, dashboard. So this is what everyone knows when they open up PBXact or FreePBX. It looks very similar. The look and feel is for everyone the same. So from here, of course, you can then navigate to different parts of the PBX. So over here, I've already opened up, for instance, the Scribe module. I will show you where that is in this one. So if you go here under this, then we have under the report section, we have Scribe. I have that tab open already. So in this case, I'm going to CDR reports. So this is the standard CDR reports, and this is what Scribe looks like. Now, I've mentioned already, so here is the stereo call enable disable, and here is to view transcriptions, where you have an overview of the total calls, the total voicemails, and overall sentiment, so instantly visible from this screen. What I also have open over here is my user control panel for me as a user. So I have my voicemail reports and my CDR reports here. Paul, so what we are going to do, and let me explain. So we are going to have a live conversation first. So Paul will give me a call in a couple of seconds, and we will have a conversation. In that conversation, we will try to show different sentiments. So I'll try to be happy, I'll try to be neutral, and I also potentially try to be upset in that conversation. So you can see later on then what the transcription module does with that call recording transcription. Immediately after the call recording, Paul is going to call me again, but then I'm not picking up. So he will leave a voicemail. He will leave a long enough voicemail for it to justify also a summary of that voicemail. Otherwise, if it's a very short voicemail, the summary is exactly the same as the whole voicemail transcription. So Paul, without further ado, would you please give me a call and let's have a conversation?
Sure thing, Justin. Just give me a second.
As you can see there, the call is coming in on my desktop soft phone. Hello, this is Justin speaking.
Hey, Justin, it's Paul here. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you very much. I'm in the middle of a webinar about Scribe, and it's absolutely amazing.
That's awesome to hear. Let's see if we can show the different types of sentiment analysis that it'll do.
Yeah, I notice also that there's a little bit double audio, but I think that's because you're using the desktop app and the GoToWebinar on the same headset. That actually makes me quite angry, Paul. I'm not very pleased with that. So I think you should somehow try to fix that. At least it's not raining.
Well, speak for yourself. It's unfortunately it's spitting over here.
Okay, that's brilliant. So thank you very much, Paul, and I'm looking forward to receiving your voicemail also. So I'm going to hang up now. Have a good day.
Thanks, Justin.
So as you can hear, that was a conversation. Apologies for double audio. That's the tricky thing of doing a live demo of a recorded conversation, but also being on a webinar. Paul, please go ahead.
Okay, I'm just going to send another quick call. Please don't answer this one.
Okay. As you can see, the call comes in. I'm not picking up. It will ring a couple of times before it goes to voicemail, and then he has to listen to a standard voicemail notification also. So there we go. He's now in a voicemail notification now, and he will start shortly.
Hey, Justin, just a quick voicemail to talk very quickly about the awesome Scribe module and some of the amazing features that we're showing today. Of course, we've got sentiment analysis, we have summary, and a transcription. The voicemail needs to be at least about 25 seconds long before the summary isn't just a direct copy of the transcription. So we should now be at that point. So hopefully this will showcase the features perfectly. Okay, thanks, Justin.
Well, thank you very much, Paul. And now we're going to the fun part of it. We're going to see the transcriptions. So let's immediately go, for instance, to my voicemail reports. And it will take some time for the transcription. So the voicemail report is there already, but the transcription not yet. And that, as I mentioned, that will take some time. But I'm now into the Scribe report. So, and I'm going here, and so there should be some pending. Not yet. I receive an email. Let's open that up. Where's my emails? I have just received an email. There we go. This literally just came into my inbox. Justin, there's a new voicemail in mailbox 500. That's my extension. And visit that one to go to log in and check your voicemail in a web browser. The speaker giving a quick voicemail to Justin, highlighting the features of the Scribe module and sentiment analysis. So you can read it here yourself. Nearly instantly, that message was in my inbox, and this was for the voicemail. So you can have this nearly instantly in your inbox if a voicemail is ready. So you can literally see it and read it without actually having to log into your telephone system. Absolutely amazing. What I'm trying to get now also is I will get my desktop soft phone open, and I can show you then that I have, if I drag that here, so this is my desktop soft phone, here you can see that there is a voicemail notification. And if I click on that, it's not there yet. My sincere apologies. What we have here also is the user control panel. So now it's an old voicemail message. So if I reload that, there we go. Yes, this is it. It's the newest was at the bottom, so that confused me. So here you can see this is the voicemail that Paul just left. So if I click on that, there we go. The speaker is giving a quick voicemail to Justin, and there you can see his neutral part, but also the positive part. So he will break that voicemail also up in different sentiments. Very powerful, very useful. If I now go back to the Scribe and generate this call, so this was 10:32. They're still pending transcriptions. Is the transcription already in my desktop phone? Let me see there. So this is the 9:31. There we go. Customer leaves a voicemail for Justin, updating him on the features of Scribe. So
You've loaded an old one, Justin. You wanna go to the one at the bottom.
Oh, did I? Oh, my apologies. No, this is 9:30 a.m.
Yeah, check the 10:31.
Oh, the 10:30 a.m. My apologies. Yes.
No worries.
I'm in the time zone. Thank you very much. So here he says already. So again, giving a quick voicemail to Justin, highlighting the features. Also mentioned the 25 seconds part of the conversation. That needs to be to have at least a little bit shorter summary. So the longer the voicemail message it is, the summary will be shorter than the actual transcript. Let's see if we have the call recording available. As I mentioned, it was quite a conversation. If I generate the call recording report, it's not.
You should now have that available. Check the 10:32 one because it should just be beforehand. So just one below.
There it is. Yes. Okay. There is the call recording. There it is. Yeah. No, I was looking at the wrong. So we have the call transcription. So this is interesting. So this is here you see the summary. The customer, Justin, in the middle of a webinar about Scribe, finds the recording impressive. He's angry because the recording is spitting over and thinks the agents should fix the issue. So yeah, you can see that. So as you can see, I'd actually thought it was still quite neutral. But yeah, it definitely, the summary picked it up. So this is the read-only moment. And then we have also, as I mentioned, you have the option to look at it this way. So here is...
Hello, this is Justin speaking.
Hey, Justin, it's Paul here. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you very much. I'm in the middle of a webinar about Scribe.
I hope you could all see and hear that. That's an amazing feature. So it actually follows the whole conversation with the text bubbles, and then the color shows the sentiment of that part of the conversation. Same as with the voicemail. So there we go. This is the voicemail transcription that Paul left, but as you can see, the speech bubbles are all on one side. So that's a perfect usage, but of course you can also read the voicemail transcription from the Scribe user interface. Also interesting and really nice feature is if I click, for instance, on that one, and I want to download the transcription, so this is the call recording itself. If I click on that, you should have seen there's a Scribe to zip, so there have been a download to my downloads folder. If I click on that, this will then automatically, opened up in the wrong screen, automatically go to a folder, downloads Scribe. It will put it in a year. It will then put it in a month. It then will put it in a day. And there we can see a PDF document of the transcription. And it opened up again in the wrong screen. So there we go. There is the transcription in a document, but it also comes with the WAV file with the call recording in it. So you have it, as soon as you download it, have it automatically archived on day, on year, on, and probably in the naming convention. It gives you also a time, and it says an internal call from 500 to 600. So yes, here 1032.15, the start of the call. So it identifies it immediately. Very, very, very powerful. Well, this concludes the end of the demonstration. So let me bring up the presentation again. What is on the roadmap? Features we're working on. One of the key things that we are working on is exporting the transcriptions directly to a CRM via the CRM link module. So if you have the CRM link, you can have then the calls directly attached to an account if that is identified. So that is one of the key things. Other things on the roadmap is the sentiment analysis for other languages. Don't have a time frame for that, but any future add-on. You know, the world of AI is rapid. It's developing constantly. All new things are coming out. So we are on top of that, and if it adds value to the module and to the usage of FreePBX and PBXact, we will definitely add it to the system. Any questions about Scribe?
Hey JT, yes, we are bombarded with questions, and I'm going to pick a couple. And to everyone else, we're sort of reaching the end of our time, but we will get back to you one-on-one with all the answers. First quick one, where can I find a list of supported languages, and is Russian one of the languages supported?
Correct. Let me see if I can show that immediately. So if I go to the Scribe dashboard, I'm still sharing, I think. So here you see the audio file languages. If I then go to the list, so we have here English, Czech, Spanish, Hungary. We have Russian. Yes, Russian is available for transcription. Ukrainian, Chinese, and many variants, Danish. So yeah, all these questions, Lithuanian, Korean, Thai, Turkish, and this list will grow. These are the languages that we have available now, but this list will grow. Good question. Thank you very much.
Cool. And can I use this on, we have PBXact Cloud from Sangoma. So can I use Scribe on that instance?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, we are on a cloud PBXact at the moment. That's why we did the demo. And yes, it can be used. All it needs is a deployment ID. So if we know the deployment ID of the cloud's deployment, we can add it. Please contact your reseller, or if you're a reseller, contact your account manager, and we can help you acquire it and also get the trial on your system.
Cool. And on that, one of the other ones, if you're not sure who to contact, just drop us an email at globalsales@sangoma.com and we can direct you to the best person, by the way. And one last final question. Does it work on Switchbox?
Not
So
yet.
I can take that question.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not available yet. It is in the roadmap. We're kind of expecting it within the next 3 months, but that's pretty tentative. We're hoping to see it faster than that in truth. But yeah, the short time frame is about 3 months.
Cool. And we still have several questions. Guys, thank you so much for those. We will take those offline and contact you one-to-one as we are out of time. But great job, Justin and Paul. And yeah, this looks exciting. So thank you both.
Thank you very much for joining, everyone. And yeah, please contact us with any questions.